Welcome to Falcon's Ledge. I'm Ostringer, and you are watching a special edition video called the State of HOSAS 2020. What is a HOSAS? Well, a HOSAS is a hands-on stick and stick. What that means is that instead of using the traditional aircraft style HOTAS, or hands-on throttle and stick, meaning generally speaking, you're going to have your right hand on a joystick and your left hand on the throttle. That is sometimes reversed in a case of, say, the Airbus, where you're holding onto a left stick and your throttle is on the right. But for space sims, the new, more popular control method, because it provides you with better control of the 6 degrees of freedom, is HOSAS, or HOSAS. Hands-on stick and stick, meaning you have a joystick in both hands controlling all 6 degrees of freedom. This is becoming really popular, and it is a really effective way of controlling your ship in space sims. And so what I've decided to do is bring together the list of the different HOSAS available at the moment, and to do quick reviews based upon the information that I already have on them and rank them, though ranking them might be difficult because the prices on these products range from $125 all the way up to almost $900 for the most premium sticks. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate them. Instead of doing ranking 1 through 6, we're going to split them into two categories: value sticks and premium sticks. That way you'll get a bit of a better idea of which sticks you're going to be interested in based upon how much money you're really looking to spend. So we'll start with the value sticks first off, and the first set of sticks that we're going to be reviewing in this value setup is the Thrustmaster T16000M FCS Space Sim Duo. This comes with two sticks, and these sticks are actually customizable so that you can change them from one side to the other. Which means if you, say, have the Thrustmaster throttle and stick version of the T16000M, you can pick up a second stick and configure it so that it will be a left-handed stick. The T16000M Duo can be found on the internet from $257 to $269. The joysticks have 12 buttons on the base with one slider. They also have 4 buttons on the face of the joystick, a hat switch, and a dual stage trigger. All joysticks in our roundup have both X and Y axes as well as Z axes, so all of them are twist sticks. And the T16000M is also included. The next stick in our roundup we'll be talking about is a newcomer, and that is the Thrustmaster TCA. This stick is also swappable to be right and left-handed. You do so by removing the side panels off of the face of the joystick. It does not have 4 buttons on the face like the T16000M. Instead, it only has 2, one on either side of the central hat switch. If the base design looks familiar to you, and it should, it's the same base from the T16000M. Rather than having a dual stage trigger, it has 2 triggers. This 2 trigger setup makes up for the fact that it only has 2 buttons on the face instead of 3. And the first place winner in the budget category of HOSAS is the VKB Gladiator NXT. This stick was designed from the outset for space sims and for HOSAS. The Gladiator NXT is part of the new Gladiator NXT modular flight control system from VKB, which includes a left and right stick, as well as modular controls that connect to the sides of the stick that have things like button boxes, levers for throttle control, and so on and so forth. I currently use the Gladiator NXT for my left stick alongside my Thrustmaster Warthog. I plan to do a full review on the stick once I've had enough time with it. So far though, in my opinion, this stick is the best mid-range flight stick for HOSAS available today. VKB has put together a package that I believe will dominate the mid-range market for the foreseeable future. The NXT has the standard X and Y axes, as well as the twist stick axis, and the throttle lever. In addition to that, it has 3 4-way hats that have a push button, and an optional analog mini stick that can be changed from a POV to a mini stick with a click of a button. It also has 2 encoders, a dual stage trigger, a 2-way secondary trigger, and 6 more buttons, which will give you a variety of options to choose from when building your control setup on any sim. In addition to the functionality that the NXT brings, it also looks the part. Though it is not based off any specific real-world stick, it certainly would look right at home in any modern fighter and jet or spacecraft. VKB has raised the bar and set a new standard for the mid-range HOSAS in 2020. In the premium market, there are currently 2 players. Firstly, we have the big brother to the NXT, the VKB Gunfighter Mark III, with the Cosmosema premium grip. The Gunfighter Mark III utilizes a single cam per axis, full metal gimbal with adjustable axis dampers. The materials used are of the highest quality, and at the price of $678 to $858 for 2 sticks, definitely lands them in the premium market. The axis dampeners are a feature that set this stick apart from its current market rival Virpil. The VKB Gunfighter Mark III has all the features that will make your flight experience a satisfying and realistic one. The Gunfighter allows for cams and springs to be swapped out to adjust the feel of each axis as well as its resistance. The Gunfighter base is designed to be used on a desktop, on a mount, and can be used with or without an extension. The only major drawback to the VKB Gunfighter Mark III is ironically the Cosmosema grip. I know, I just got finished singing the praises of the Gladiator NXT grip, which is, for all intents and purposes, the same grip. For a mid-range grip, the Cosmosema grip or the Gladiator NXT grip would dominate the competition and does, but in the premium market the competition is considerably stronger. Our second place stick in the premium market is the Virpil Warbird base with a Constellation Alpha grip. The Warbird base utilizes dual cams, which is an extremely solid design. Like the VKB offering, the Warbird springs and cams can be swapped out for each axis to change the feel and the resistance. The Warbird is designed for desktop use or use with a desk mount, and can be used with an extension, but it is not specifically designed to be used with one. The star of the Virpil HOSAS offering is the Constellation Alpha grip, but since both of our top 2 sticks in this segment use the same grip, we'll go over that one in just a moment. The first place overall, and also the top HOSAS in the premium segment, is the Virpil Mongoose T50 CM2 with the Constellation Alpha grip. Utilizing an all-metal, single-cam gimbal that is designed from the outset to be utilized with an extension from a desk mount, and is not designed to be used in a desktop format, nor is it available from Virpil with a desktop mount. Though not available with dampeners, each axis on the Mongoose T50 CM2 can have its resistance and feel adjusted by swapping cams and springs. In addition, each axis can be further adjusted by using pre-tensioners that can be adjusted without unmounting the base or disassembling it. The Constellation Alpha is by far the best space sim stick on the market. It has all the so-called bells and whistles. Naturally, it has the standard X and Y axis, as well as the Z twist axis it shares with all of the other sticks on this list. In addition, it includes an analog stick similar to that found on the VKB offering. In addition, the Alpha includes a dual stage trigger, a dual position flip trigger that has an input for both pull action and the up position. That isn't the end of the trigger either. The triggers can be used in combination trigger stages. The flip trigger and dual stage trigger can be pressed simultaneously as a combined trigger for additional trigger stages. The stick also includes 3 4-way hats with push buttons, 1 2-way hat with push buttons, 3 buttons, a scroll wheel with dual push, and an analog brake lever. All in all, it would be a heck of a challenge to fill all the functionality available with these sticks. I really hope that I have the opportunity to have hands-on time with all of these sticks on the list so that I can provide you with a complete review of each stick. If you have any thoughts or comments regarding my list, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I'd sure love it if you'd subscribe to help my channel out. Please let me know if you'd like to see more of these kinds of videos, and you have a great day.